Hi, I'm Sabrina Reynolds, and I'm going to give you some quick tips on how to increase your productivity by being the CEO of your day. I am here on behalf of GCBN, and I'm so excited that I get the opportunity to speak to you today. I am a wife, I'm a mom, I am a taking care of a parent, I'm a ministry leader, and in my spare time, I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. As you can see, being an entrepreneur is really only one aspect of my life and who I am. So I've had to figure out ways to maximize the time that I have. Many of my clients that are entrepreneurs and small business owners have also expressed that same frustration with how much time they don't have in the day, and also their frustration with not being as productive as they feel that they could be. So they're not only, the CEO of their business, but they're also the CFO, marketing manager, IT department, all those different roles. Plus, your everyday life is jockeying for attention. So, how can you be truly productive in your day? We're going to start with number one, it's system. I'm speaking directly to those who are more of a one man or one woman show. I want to let you know that you cannot do it all and expect to grow or be productive beyond what you can just handle by yourself. Now, I know it's scary, trusting someone or trying to implement something new into your business, but you are limiting yourself by not having systems in place to increase your productivity. So, how do you do that? Number one, you evaluate. Based on your quarterly goals, you have to be honest with yourself and evaluate the current way that you're doing things. Are the systems that you're using really bringing you closer to that goal, or are they bringing you further away? Are they not as effective as they really could be in helping you to reach your goal? So evaluate. Number two is you brainstorm. Okay, if it's not bringing you closer to your goal, then you need to figure out some ways that you can improve your current systems and processes. You do this by either automating it with technology or outsourcing it to a person or company that has expertise in that area, like a virtual assistant or a company that does marketing for you. These are things that you should consider as ways to help you improve your productivity in the day with creating systems that work. Okay, so brainstorming is number two. Number three, you have to actually implement it. Now, it's time to take action and try it out. Understand this, nothing is going to be perfect the first time. Just take note, it's probably going to be trial and error, but it's something that really is going to benefit you in the long run. The first task management software that I used was a disaster. It was cumbersome, hard to use and understand, but I didn't give up. After trying and testing out different systems and programs, it really started to work. And then I found one that really fit my needs and really saved me hours in the week, and really helped me to stay on task. My first virtual assistant experience was good, but the second was so much better. Because of that experience, I became clear on what my expectations were, what my needs were, so I could clearly communicate that to them. And that helped with my productivity tremendously. If cost is something that's a concern to you, I get it. Try using a freelancer on Fiverr or some similar freelancing software or website, because it really does help you with your productivity when you can offload some of these things that maybe are not your strengths, that someone can do it well. It really saves you a lot of time. There are also ways to utilize tech companies that may be offering a free trial of their software. Test it out, see how it works, see what you like, what you don't like, and then keep searching for one that actually fits your needs. A lot of these software companies also have free versions that are limited, but it still will help you in your productivity, like Asana. That's for tasks and automating the tasks that you have and having a list. Later.com, it helps you to schedule out your social media posts. Canva also helps you out, and with creating, they have templates. So creating different presentations like the one I created here, they have a free version as well. HubSpot, MailChimp, there's so many that are out there. If you're a person that's intimidated by technology, take a deep breath, watch a YouTube video. They are so helpful in easing your anxiety in utilizing technology. It is really helpful also to get reviews from other people that may be in the same industry as you. So there's that tip. Number one was system. Number two is your schedule. Now, I call this protecting your time. And here's how you do it. With your schedule, you need to be intentional about blocking your time. Schedule time for yourself on your calendar, whether that's mental breaks, lunch, or the time you need to actually stop working, even if you have a million things left on your to-do list. Now, I admit this is one that I struggle with. I try to finish things up at the end of the day, but it's so important to actually block that time and not allow it to spill over into your personal life where you can actually get refreshed. Set time limits is number two. Entrepreneurs are notorious for thinking they have more time than they actually do. I encourage you to be realistic about the time that it takes to complete a task and set a timer. That would be very helpful so you know that you're staying on track with a specific task, and it'll help you really to be motivated to get it done within the time frame that you've set as a limit for yourself. Also, set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no to distractions, those shiny objects, those things that you think it was going to revolutionize your business, and really it's just another distraction. Learn to say no, that people want to stop you from pursuing the things that God has for you, right, in your business. And also learn to say no to the chronic complainers or the time eaters who just really had nothing else to do but eat your time. Set healthy boundaries around your schedule. So that's tip number two. Tip number three is last, but definitely not least. It is soul care. That is taking care of yourself. Sabbath rest is at the top of the list. Real rest, I mean, blocking out time to slow down and fill your cup. I'm not talking about binge watching Netflix. I am talking about feeding your spirit. It's not just enough to say that I didn't go to work, but it's Sabbath time. And Sunday mornings for most people, or church mornings for most people, you're really, if you're an entrepreneur, it's a Christian business owner, typically you're also serving in some capacity at church. So you're really not resting, you're serving others. So your Sabbath time has to be different from the time that you actually serve at church. I did think about the Father of the universe, right? He has billions and billions of children. He instituted Sabbath rest. And we have to think about this. Our good Father, he does want us to rest. If he instituted it, obviously he wants us to enjoy it and partake in it. The next thing is balance. Yes, I said balance. I know work-life balance is a buzz phrase and has been for years, but who's actually doing it? Wouldn't you agree with me that actions actually speak louder than words? So if you say that you are going to love your neighbor as yourself, but your actions don't really show that you love yourself enough to have life balance, you have to wonder, can you truly love your neighbor as yourself? That's a great question that you really need to contemplate and think about. Now, this is going to require being intentional, because you can't spend, hours upon hours at work and you're neglecting your own self-care. So The third one is renewal. My take on Romans 12:2 is don't conform to the overworked, super busy ways of this world, but be intentional about being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now, that was the Sabrina translation. I just want to encourage you to be intentional about renewing your mind. I know that it's a hard concept and it seems counterproductive, but if you really don't take care of yourself, it absolutely leads to burnout and misery. It's extremely difficult to be productive when you are not renewed and refreshed. When you're burnt out, it's going to show up in so many other ways in your life. So, renewal is extremely important. All of these things I want you to remember. Number one, create a system that's truly helping you to reach your business goals, do an evaluation, brainstorm, and then actually take some action and implement it. Number two, stick to your schedule so you can be more productive by protecting your time. Block your time. It's so important to have those times of mental breaks and mental rest so you can be well enough to go back into your workday and be productive. Set time limits and set boundaries. It's so important to set boundaries around yourself. And number three is soul care. You have to be intentional about your Sabbath rest. You have to be intentional about having work-life balance, and you have to be intentional about renewing your mind. My prayer is that this was a true blessing to you, that you are able to just really implement these things to help you to have a more productive day by being the CEO of your day. I pray blessings on you. Have a fantastic rest of your day.